Who invented the handshake? It's a surprising history of handshakes. It's the most common gesture on Earth. The handshake. But where did it come from? And believe it or not, handshakes were once used to prove you weren't hiding a weapon. Let's shake on it and dive into the strange and fascinating history of the handshake. The handshake may feel modern, but it's ancient. Really ancient. The earliest known depiction of a handshake dates back to 9th century BCE in Assyria. Stone carvings show kings clasping hands as a symbol of peace and alliance, like treaties in stone. To shake hands was to say, "I come in peace. I'm not armed. We're equals." It was practical, too. Your right hand was your sword hand. If it's open and extended, it's empty. In ancient Greece, the handshake became a gesture of trust and equality. Gravestones from around 5th century BCE show handshakes between the living and the dead, as a sign of eternal connection. Greek soldiers also shook hands before battle, not just as greeting, but as a pledge. We fight side by side. It wasn't just about courtesy, it was about bonding. The Romans had their own version, the dextrum junctio, or the joining of right hands. It wasn't always a shake, more of a firm grip used in marriage ceremonies, political alliances, and formal contracts. To clasp hands was to seal a deal. In fact, the word dexterity comes from dexter, Latin for right hand. And it's no accident that the right hand, not the left, became the symbol of honor and strength. During the Middle Ages, the handshake fell out of favor in some cultures. Why? Because social classes and etiquette mattered. Nobles wore gloves. Kings had subjects bow or kneel, touching hands. That was for equals, and very rare among different classes. But knights had their version. They would grasp forearms to check for hidden daggers, a kind of medieval weapons check disguised as a handshake. So who brought it back? The Quakers in 17th century England played a big role. They rejected class-based gestures like bowing or tipping hats. Instead, they promoted the handshake as a sign of equality. This helped the handshake evolve into what we know today, a neutral, respectful way to greet anyone. Over time, the handshake spread across Europe, then America, then the world. By the 19th century, the handshake became a staple of diplomacy, business, and introductions. It was simple, silent, and powerful. From business deals in London to peace treaties in Washington, to Olympic athletes meeting for the first time, the handshake became a universal symbol of mutual respect. Some cultures added their own twist. In Africa, handshakes could involve finger snaps. In Japan, bows often accompany them. In the US, firm grip equals confidence. And then, 2020. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the handshake suddenly became a health hazard. Fist bumps, elbow touches, and even foot taps took over. Some wondered, is the handshake dead? But the truth is, it's too deeply rooted in human culture to disappear completely. Even during plagues, wars, and pandemics, handshakes have always made a comeback. A handshake isn't just a hello. It's a micro-interaction that says, I see you. I trust you. I acknowledge your presence as equal. Psychologists say handshakes can influence first impressions, build rapport, and even signal dominance or warmth, depending on the grip. It's a small action with a massive social impact. Let's recap. Born in ancient Mesopotamia, refined by the Greeks, strengthened by Rome, paused in the Middle Ages, revived by the Quakers, standardized in modern society, challenged by the pandemic and still shaking today. The handshake is one of the few traditions that has survived thousands of years and still connects us across cultures, languages, and generations. So next time you shake someone's hand, remember, you're taking part in a 3,000-year-old ritual of trust, peace, and power. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe to Flashback Facts, and comment below. What's the coolest or weirdest handshake tradition you've seen? Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay curious.